Let's just do it. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually an update video from my last video in which I was preparing to attend a vendor fair, my very first wholesale event, which I was expecting to really change my art career and move it into another direction. So I wanted to upload this quick video to give you a progress report, an update on what happened. And I've recorded this video several times and I seem to get too in-depth about it. So I'm just going to keep it short and simple and to the point, because I don't want to bore you with the agonizing details of it. Probably you can guess from the way I'm talking, things did not go incredibly well at this event. It was a very long week. It was a grueling week. It took 15 hours to get to my destination and 16 hours to get home. And in between that time that I was at this conference and this vendor show, I spent 2 full days at the show and did not take in a single order from the, I think it was over 140 some store owners that were there. So yeah, it was a pretty brutal week. I really wish that I had better news to share with you. I had anticipated that I would learn a lot from this and I would spend a lot of future videos sharing with you my experiences on wholesale and maybe how to go about doing wholesale. Unfortunately, I am not an expert in that since it did not work out for me. I wish I could tell you why. I really don't know why I didn't have any interest in my work. I had to be selected 2 times to be able to get into this show. So I was under the assumption that, having gone through 2 juried selections, that the parent company felt that I was a good match for their stores. But ultimately, it comes down to the individual store owners, and collectively speaking, I think they pretty much told me through not stopping at my booth that they were not interested in my work. The only thing that I can figure that could have possibly been a reason, there was another vendor directly across the aisle from me who was also selling the same products that I was selling, but her work was a lot more realistic than mine. She worked in watercolor and I believe some graphite, and she created her animals. They looked very realistic, and if you know anything about my work, you know that I do not create work like that. I'm semi-abstract. I use very bold, non-traditional colors in my paintings, and so I don't know if this was a more conservative group. Maybe, I really don't know. I've gone over and over and over it in my head, and I believe in my work. If I didn't believe in my work, I never would have set out on this venture. But it's a harsh reality when you have so many people who do not like what you're doing. So the lesson that I learned from this whole thing is, I guess, with the long drive back, I've had plenty of time to think about it. When something goes as wrong as this fair went, there was a reason for it. There was some reason that I'm not meant to do this kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but for every horrible thing that has happened in my life, a good thing has followed eventually, and I have been able to look back and say, oh, I see why I had to go through that. If I didn't go through that, then I wouldn't be here. So, if you're having difficulties with your art business, if you were recently rejected for whatever reason, It happens to all of us. No matter what stage of your art career that you're in, there will always be people that are not going to appreciate what it is you do. But there will also be an equal amount of people who are very supportive, who are very kind. And I have received a lot of support from family and friends, and from customers and followers of my work. And these are the things that you just sort of need to cling to during times like this, while you lick your wounds and prepare for plan B. I don't know what my plan B is going to be. Right now I have to figure out how to unload a lot of this inventory that I have. So maybe I'm just gonna start reaching out more to my local community. Maybe start reaching out further. Who knows where this is gonna take me. But one thing that I do know is that I'm not gonna let it rattle me. I'm not gonna quit my art business. What they say is true. If it were easy, everyone would do it. And this is about as difficult as it gets. And if I can make it through this, then I feel it's smooth sailing from here on out. So anyway, that's about it, guys. I wish I had better news, but that's kind of the way things go. So I hope you're all having a good day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, when I will have things to share that I actually know more about. No more life updates for a while. We'll get back into the nitty-gritty of things and talk about the art world. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.